All right. Welcome back to another episode. If you're new to the channel, my name's Christian Clay. Alongside me is the Wesley Chapel King himself, Mr. Corey. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Vitas or
Uh,
Vitas Way? Educate the people.
Vitas Way.
Vitas Way.
Said Vitas
Everybody,
myself for a little while, but it's Vitas Way.
listen up, people. We're going to educate you on this community. Not a full breakdown, but we're going to talk to you about the process. We're actually going to talk to you about some people that we've currently helped go under contract. And, hopefully you can learn, because this has been the hottest inquiry in Wesley Chapel right now, right? Everybody's talking about the lagoons and this and that. So many people are like, Vitas Way, Vitas Way. Listen up. Take it away, King.
That's it, man. That was a perfect introduction right there. But definitely the hottest community, and we're seeing a lot of inquiries on this Vitas Way community. It's brand new. They just went to sale. October 25th was the first sale date. They released about 30 homes. They were all sold over the weekend. So we're going to see that there was almost, I would say, 100 people trying to purchase 30 homes in this community. So there was a little bit different process on opening day, but there's definitely some advantages to getting in on the first home purchases of a community that's going to have a couple thousand homes, and the price point is the main one right there.
Yeah, so we talk about supply and demand all the time. As a matter of fact, a lot of you reach out to us, team@morefla.com, and you're just like, help me find the best deal. I see that you guys find great deals for your people. If we're talking about supply and demand, you got one apple, 20 people, a little tougher to get that apple on discount. You got 20 apples, one person, I think we could find us a discount here. But
Well
with
said.
that being said, it's not just about numbers, and you're going to learn that as we go through not just this video, but all videos. There's so much when it comes to finding the best deal. It's not just about chiseling the price away.
Definitely well said. And every home purchase is a case by case scenario for the community, the builder, the inventory, time of year, and then for the buyer too, what their loan type is, how much they're bringing to the table. Completely different situations, but getting into the grand opening of a community where there is a wait list is a little bit different process, and we don't have as much leverage to get the home because there is a handful of people that are ready to go waiting to get into this home. But with that being said, we can still work through the deal to make things work for you to get into the home. Like we said, every situation is different. Whether that's, well, first of all, I don't think a lot of people know what it costs to get into a home. I think it's more affordable. Home ownership almost seems unattainable sometimes, but having a consultation with a realtor and seeing where you are, and if it's not right now, then when is it going to be, and how can we get you prepared for these steps? A lot of times in new construction, you can secure a home with a small deposit, $5,000, $7,000, and then have to pay the rest of the fees in 4 or 5 months. So you can save until you get to the closing table. So having these consultations with us, we can really show you that it's a lot easier to get into home ownership. We have a handful of lenders on the team that work directly with us that you can have these consultations with and get more of an idea of where you are financially ready in this process to purchase a home. But back to coming to the grand opening at this one, the process was we had to get a pre-approval with the preferred lender of the builder. With that pre-approval, you're handed a VIP ticket to the grand opening day. The next step would be to prepare an email to the builder with your top 5 choices of lot that you want to have. And
It's
then
like a
you have to
lottery,
send,
right? It's like you might get
it's
one
almost
of
like a
these lots
lottery.
that you like.
The auction opens at 10 a.m. and that's when you can send your email. They don't open any emails that are sent before then. So we had our email prepared at 10 a.m. Click send. First people that come in with the email, their choice of lot, it kind of Pulte turns into like the college football playoff bracket committee, where they're gonna go through all the inquiries and be like, hey, this person deserves this lot. This one had a tougher strength of schedule, better pre-approval, and they're gonna place everyone on the lots and then call you and say, hey, you were accepted for this lot. If you want to move forward, then you make your deposit
Who were
and
we?
you can
If we
sign the
were the
contract.
college, if Pulte was playing college football bracket, right? If they were doing the whole brackology thing, and obviously we're going to show a home. Well, it's still under contract here, but we'll take you on a tour of a home that we just helped somebody with out
Mm-hmm.
here. What team were we? Like, where'd we fall on the bracket? Like, who were we? Would you say we were Ohio State or were we Oregon?
See, I would say we're Oregon, but I think we're a little bit more of a sleeper that's going to win the
You're
national.
gonna,
I don't think Oregon's going to take it all.
you're gonna say
So
Penn
I,
State.
I think you know what, that's probably a good choice. See, you kind of took yourself there, but you nailed it.
I
But
got you.
this is right here, what we're showing on the screen is the lot that we ended up choosing. And there was some complications that came with getting this lot as well. The original lot he selected had a little bit wider footprint on the front of the home because it had an easement, but the home he selected, the floor plan wasn't able to be built on that lot. So after we accepted and we're all excited, they're like, hey, we can't get this one on your home plan bits, so we're going to flop you to another one. We've had that happen with another builder, right? Where someone went under contract with the home and they just switched your lot at the end. Luckily, he was able to get a lot that he wants. We didn't have to increase any lot premiums or anything, so that we kind of worked through that process. But things that happen throughout new construction, there's a ton of different things that we can run into, but I think we're prepared for those in most of these situations with our experience. The home we're going to show is the floor plan that he's purchasing.
Very nice, man. I like this style right here. Single story. What are the bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage in this?
So you can do a 2 or 3 bedrooms. You can get 2 full bathrooms, and we're looking at just under 2,000 square feet. Part of this consultation that we had with our buyer when they were selecting this floor plan, they got the lot they wanted. The next step is you have to choose the structural options on the home. Now, they have a whole list of what you can do. That front porch can be the front of the house, or you can have just windows. It's a little bit more affordable. They'll take you on a breakdown of everything you can do: tray ceilings, 8-foot entryways, 8-foot doors, anything you can do that is going to be an option structurally to the home. It can be very pricey, but that's where we kind of used our expertise to tell him what's going to be important for the builder to give you as a structural option. What's something maybe you can change afterwards that's going to be more affordable if you were to do it on your own or with your own vendor.
So this is definitely for the people that want to put those touches on their home. For those of you who have wives like mine that will get a little out of hand at the design studio, cover their ears. But for those of you who are like, hey, I do want to select a cabinet or flooring here, and it doesn't matter, either of the two, this is definitely for you. But let's talk real quick. What was Pulte currently doing for an incentive? Were they giving a design studio incentive? What were they giving?
So they weren't giving a design studio incentive. What they were doing is allowing you to have up to $50,000 in design options on the home that you're still going to have to pay for the purchase price. But anything over $50,000 was required an extra deposit that you'd have to give to the builder until the home is completed. So that's where it can get a little tricky, because we'll just use as an example, our buyer in this home had $47,000 in structural options. That's a part of that $50,000 from the design studio. So he was kind of limited on $3,000 for any interior upgrades in the home. Everything over that, if it's $50,000 or whatever, is coming out of pocket. Mm-hmm. So we were able to work with the builder for them to increase that limit that he had to spend before he had to come out of pocket.
Oh, that's nice.
Which helped him out significantly through the process. And he also is a VA buyer, so we were able to get him a little extra, couple thousand in the closing costs on the back end as well.
The best part about all of this, people, is yes, we do this for our people, but the builder is the one that pays our fees for us. So we'll do all of this for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all of the negotiating for you. We'll
I
actually
forget about
walk
that
you
sometimes.
I forget that we get paid to do this. I thought we did it for fun.
By the builder it is. It's like, you're right. We walk you through the process. We help you find the right lot. We give you all of this information and consulting throughout the process, and it was free of charge to him throughout everything.
And building a home, there's a lot of steps, right? And so, like, let's just say Pulte, for instance, right? If you go directly with Pulte, and some of you will, more power to you, they're going to be the one that's kind of walking you through the entire steps of everything, like the pre-drywall walk, the new home orientation, the blue tape, which is the blue tape walkthrough, right? They have zero incentive for you, for them to say, hey, would you like to have an outside inspector come in and inspect the home? Or would you like us to walk you through the home, right? So they're just going to say, hey, let's go to the blue tape walkthrough, learn the functions of how to use this gourmet oven and make sure everything's working correctly for you, like the refrigerator, and then we'll close you, versus us like, hey, slow down. We want to go ahead and have an outside inspector come in, make sure everything checks the boxes. We'll show up to the pre-drywall inspection. We want to make sure that everything's in its correct area, because that's what they're going to be doing, is kind of showing you where the plumbing and the electrical is. And a lot of times it is funny that they will not put things in the correct areas, right? They're building these homes very, very quickly. So these are important dates to make sure that you want to have somebody on your side. I'm over here blown away by these cabinets. I know a lot of people are going to be like, I don't like those cabinets. I love these damn things.
Cabinets are perfect. This is also a gas community as well, which you don't see too often in new construction. Another huge highlight. And you just mentioned things like adding the gourmet kitchen. That comes along with just more than the gourmet kitchen. It's going to come along with the built-in configuration, the upgraded basket pullouts by the sink, crown molding. So it's a big package for the gourmet kitchen. It also is $12,000. So those are the kind of things we go through. Here's a list of a few things on the home. He did a pre-wire for the pool. It's around $1,500. Water softener pre-plumb, $840. Outdoor kitchen pre-plumb, $2,600. Some of those structural options, it's good to have the builder put those in instead of having to go through concrete. An extended lanai, yes, extended covered lanai. You might have to pull permits to get that, done after you close home. So let the builder take care of the extended lanai. This is my favorite feature right here, is the zero corner glass sliding door. It slides in a pocket behind the wall outside, so it's all the way open, and then the other corner slides. So, and this is a $4,600 for these sliding doors, but it was, I think,
no-brainer.
No-brainer. It was number one option why he liked this floor plan. He's like,
bro, this is like on a 2,000 square foot home. Come on.
Look at your and then with the extended lanai, which he plans on doing a pool, like this indoor outdoor living It's Florida. This is Florida right here, man.
If you watch our videos, if you watch, we do a lot of business with Pulte, then you'll know that we really love their warranty process. So for those of you who are a little finicky when it comes to Florida weather and water, Pulte has arguably the best warranty, at least in my book, in the industry when it comes to the national builders, right? The extra 5-year water intrusion on top of the warranty. Love it, love it, love it. So that just, to me, just has that extra check when it comes to buying a Pulte home there for sure.
I second that. Definitely the best warranty that I've seen working with any of the builders. And they really back their building process and their construction team, which I think is a huge selling point for this builder. And they're very affordable. Like when you go through this design studio, like I said, you can leave off certain options, pavers on the floor, just concrete. But you can really, I think the great thing that they do during the design process is they send you home with the list that you chose, and then you can make adjustments over like a 24. You can be like,
that's cool.
Maybe we don't need a tray ceiling. Let's take that out. That we can save the $2,400.
I respect that.
I respect that. Yeah.
You would think that a sales company would just be like, yes, let's sign right now. They're like, sleep on it. Go to sleep. Make sure it's okay. Wake up in the morning. Talk. Yeah, I like that. I really do.
And that's the thing. It's really where you want to sacrifice. Do I want the $2,500 tray ceiling, or do I want the upgraded countertops? We're able to kind of help you get through those processes too. With one of our other buyers recently, they were able to price out LVP flooring, and it would think a third of the cost of what the builder was going to have to do on the price of the home. So they went with the zero upgrade, $0 standard floors, tile and carpet, and they're going to have a company come do it for less than half the cost afterwards. And you got to think, all these options that you put into the home goes on to the purchase price, goes on to you're now financing all of these upgrades over a 30-year period, which means you're paying interest on them. So if there's some things that you can pay, get done, get them done.
And if you go crazy, like you make the biggest, baddest home on the street, there's a chance that it doesn't appraise, right? And, you may have to cover that, right? So either way, there's pros and cons to it all. I would say definitely this is for the person, in the community itself. We're going to do a full breakdown on the community for you, so hold your horses, be on the lookout for that. But for those of you who want to be in Wesley Chapel and you want to select some of your finishes, maybe you don't want to be necessarily in the lagoons, this is perfect for you. I really like this builder. They've done great for our clients this year. Haven't had any freaking clients that we've done a lot of business with them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. We a lot of our clients they're giving us a really good feedback on after their experience with these homes. After they move in, they love the homes. They say the quality's good. The warranty team is really good.
These cabinets. What do you think? Are you a white cabinet guy? What are you? You're white.
No,
you have white cabinets. Look behind you. You have white
cabinets. No. Those aren't white. Those are we'll call them stone or something. Okay. Yeah, they're white. But I like these cabinets right here. This wood brown tone, so it's very earthy and moody.
I like it.
The dark. I love it. Absolutely. Look at the sink too. The matte black sink.
Let me know down below if you're watching this. Are you into this wood tone cabinet right here, or does this feel old to you? When I first got into real estate, I was just like, why are they doing this? And then the more and more that you get to see it, it's kind of making a comeback. Obviously, grays and whites were like, the hot thing, but I like this now. Maybe because I've seen too
Three,
many grays and whites.
that's what it is. It's like 3 year trends in the real estate design. It changes every couple years. So we're starting to see a little more diversity in what they're offering for these
I love it.
cabinets. But at the end of the day, you're still going to get limited options when you go to the design studio. The builder might have 5, 6, 7 different cabinets. Some builders have more. If there's cabinets that you find are a different color or you want to change out something, we can find you more affordable aftermarket and you're willing to get it done.
100%.
We're going to help you work through that process. One example was with this buyer. He wanted 2 showers in the 2 bathrooms, but kind of explaining to him that having a tub in at least one of the bathrooms is important for families and your resale value. So kind of decided to go away from a shower in one, add the bath, thinking down the road, how is this going to affect buyers coming
Especially if you're
to
not
this
going to use
home and
both
equity home?
showers, right? Like if or all
Right.
3 of them, right? If he's like, we're just going to shower in all of, yeah, go ahead and get the tub.
Yeah.
One
Leave a
one
tub
hundred
in one.
percent.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So it was a good process working with. I think we provided a lot of value throughout the deal with him, and we were able, like we said, to kind of move the numbers a little bit, and make a little payment plan if we had to get to a full deposit. But the builder, they want to work with us. We do, like you said. I think the more deals we do with them, the more like kind of consulting power, more leverage we
Yeah,
get with them when we
exactly.
bring
Yeah,
in
the things
clients.
that we
So
submit is like the other day, I think it was yesterday, like we were submitting
yeah,
offers for a whole nother builder in a whole nother area. But like the builder knows when we submit an offer, even if it's a very low offer, we're serious because look at the track record of what we've done. Obviously, like we can't just get homes for absolutely nothing, but like we know
exactly,
where there's a little bit of number movage, like I guess where the numbers can move slightly, especially because it's the end of the year right here. So job not done,
exactly.
right? They're going to be
Hmm.
starting, the foundation process. And so like that's when the real work comes into play. And we want to make sure that we're keeping eyes on this project for our people so they get the product that they want at the very end, I would say for sure. Anything else from before we hop off?
No, man, I think that was good. Be on the lookout for the Vitas Way community breakdown. I think that's going to be huge for a lot of our followers.
100%. If you made it this far, hit the like button. Remember, team@morefla.com. That's the best way to reach us, or you can text this number right boop there. If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you guys on the next one.